Oh my gosh, you guys, I am so freaking excited. Hello Boujo babes and welcome back. Today is going to be all about the new Colourpop x RawBeautyKristi collab at Forest site. First of all, the name is so freaking cute. Like, everything about this collection is so freaking cute. And I don't know if you guys watch Kristi's videos, but like every single one of her videos have been making me cry lately. I don't know what it is, but this is such a good year for her and I am here for it all the way. So there's so many things that I want to do. I want to do swatches, I want to do comparisons, just in case anyone has her pure palette. I peeped that there might be some similar colors, so I just wanted to do that real quick. I want to do 3 looks, but also I want to do so much today. So let me get myself together and we will go through this collection. So before we get into the looks, let's go over everything really quick. This collection comes with 1 eyeshadow palette with 12 shades, 4 Super Shock shadows, 3 cream gel liners, and 2 Lux glosses. The collection retails for $82 and it came up to a little under $89 with taxes and everything. The eyeshadow palette itself retails for $20, which is a little bit more than Colourpop's standard price, and you get 12 shades with that. The Super Shock shadows retail for $7 each, or you can get them in a set for $28, which is the same, so there's not really a discount there. The cream gel liners also retail for $7 each, and you can get those in a set as well for $21, so also no discount there. And the Lux glosses retail for $9 each, and there is not a set available for those. So with product details out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the swatches really quick, just because I know people enjoy watching swatches. So first up we have Puffball, which is this super pretty brown shade. I really like it. This shade surprised me when I used it earlier. Next up we have Evergreen, which is freaking gorgeous. Oh my gosh. It's like a duochrome. It looks like it has like a kind of brown base and it shifts to like a green brown situation. Next up is Fiddlehead, which is this really pretty olive green shade. I really like this shade. Super pretty. Next up is Chanterelle, which is that mustard yellow shade that everyone is loving this season, myself included. I'm just gonna build it up a little bit because your girl does have melanin. Next up is West Coast, which is a gorgeous gold shade. Super pretty. And next up is Emerald City, which is this emerald green kind of shade. Love this. It's so pretty. Next we have Rainier, which I think is a mountain out in Washington where Kristi lives. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this shade is so freaking pretty. So pretty. Let's move on to the other arm. We have Homegrown, which is this beautiful purpley kind of shade. It's like a purple brown. It's really nice. Next up is PNW, which is Pacific Northwest, which is this beautiful blue shade. It's so deep. I love. Next up we have Old Growth, which is a mauve-ish kind of shade. I really like this shade. I'm just building it up so you guys can see what it looks like. Next we have Amanita. I think that's how you say that, but correct me if I'm wrong. And that's just like a deeper maroon purpley kind of shade. Super pretty. The shades in this palette are just so gorgeous. And then last we have Let It Rain, which is a black shade, and it looks like it has a little bit of shimmer in it, just like a few flecks here and there. So super pretty. So here are all of the swatches. I really love the shades in this palette. Like, it's just so freaking good. Then we have the topper shades, which I'm going to swatch on the back of my hand. So first up is Campfire, which is this super pretty, like orangey, bronzy kind of shade. It is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Next up is Like a Moss. And Kristi said that this one is her favorite. And honestly, hard same. This shade is so freaking cute. I just love it. It's kind of similar to Evergreen, but it just has like a more goldy kind of shift to it. Next up is Mycelium, and I'm gonna swatch that up here. Super pretty. I feel like this would be a kind of cute highlight, honestly. And then the last Super Shock shade is Olympic, which seems kind of similar to Mycelium when it's swatched. I would have to look really hard to see the difference, but this seems a little bit more champagne and this is just more icy. Next up we have the cream gel liners, which I'm just going to swatch right here on my hand. Just going to do all of them real quick. Here are the cream gel liners. I love Spare Time. The yellowy shade is Marigold and the brown shade is called Woodsy. These are so freaking pretty, like they are gorgeous. And then I will just go ahead and swatch the lip glosses really quick, just for continuity, I guess, just so that we can say we swatched everything. So here are the lip glosses swatched right here. You have a pink base gloss and a clear base gloss. They look pretty much the same on me, but super cute. So that is it for the swatches. Let's go ahead and get into the eye look. So I just really want to start off with recreating the green look that Kristi did in her launch pictures. I loved that one so much. Like, I'm super in love with that look and I need to have that on my eyelids. So we are going to start with that one. I think I might do it on both eyes just so that I can take pictures, but I don't know. So she does have a tutorial on this look on her channel. So go ahead and check that out if you haven't seen it for some reason. Go ahead and watch that. But I'm gonna start with Chanterelle and put that in the crease because that is what Kristi did. And this is actually showing up pretty nicely. I love it so far. I just love mustard yellows like these. This is like my favorite shade during this time of year. I mean, it's a good shade all the time, but oh my gosh, it just really is hitting fall 2020. I can't get enough. And then with a smaller crease brush, she took Fiddlehead and put that right beneath Chanterelle. Oh, the shade is pretty. Oh, I got an itch. This is so pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay, and she made hers more into a halo-y eye kind of thing. So I'm going to put this right here on the inner and outer corner. I should have left this area a little bit blank, but oh well, too bad, so sad. The shade is super, super pretty. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. The shades are blending on top of each other really, really nicely. I don't see any patchiness or anything. It's a lot better than the Hocus Pocus palette, if I'm being honest. At least with these two shades so far. And then she went over this with Emerald City. I forgot why she wanted to do that, but that's what she did. So that is what I am going to do. And then I'm going to go back in with my first brush and just blend everything out right on the edges. And then I'm also going to just bring that Chanterelle shade and wrap it a little bit around, just so that the blue isn't sticking out too much that way. And then she went in with Evergreen, which it looks so freaking pretty. So I'm super excited to put this on my eye right now. It just looks gorgeous. I cannot. And then she popped that right in the center. So that is what, oh my gosh. That is so freaking pretty. Oh, Kristi, this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful freaking palette. Oh my gosh. Girl, do you guys see that? Oh my gosh. That is just, oh. The shade is so freaking pretty. Dang, this is so cute. Oh my gosh, I cannot handle it. And then she took the Super Shock shade in Like a Moss. The names for everything, super, super cute. And just pop that right on the center. Oh, this is so pretty. I love their Super Shock formula. I only have the blush that I bought that one time that didn't work for me, but I still love like the texture. It feels so nice. I love cushiony things. Gosh, this is so freaking pretty. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. 100 times yes. Also, she went in with Puffball and just took that around the edges, like right here, and just blended that out a little bit. I forgot to do that earlier, so. And she said it just cleans up the edges a little bit, blends it together, and I agree. This look is freaking gorgeous. Oh my gosh. And then for the lower lash, she basically did everything that she did on the top and just put that on the bottom. So I'm gonna go back in with Chanterelle and just really drag that down because that's what Kristi did. And she took Puffball and just put that right underneath. And then she took Fiddlehead and Emerald City and then just brought that even more down and connected it up here. Oh my gosh, this is so freaking gorgeous. I cannot. And then she took Spare Time, which is the green cream gel liner. I'm so excited to have a cream gel liner. I've heard so many good things about Colourpop's liners, and I wasn't able to get the ones from the Hocus Pocus collection, so I'm just super, super happy to have this one. She also said that you could go in with Marigold, and I'm tempted to do that, but I'm gonna stay true to the tutorial and just go in with Spare Time. And yes. Oh, this is so smooth. It doesn't irritate at all. I have not used liners like in my waterline for a cool minute, just because I don't know, I stopped doing that, and the ones that I had were kind of irritating to my eye, so that's nice. And then for the last step, she went in with West Coast, which is that gold shade, and just popped that right in the center on the lower lash. And then I'm going to take my finger and then just run along to just blend it out a little bit. Oh, that is so freaking pretty. That is so pretty. I love this look. Oh, I love this look so much. Okay, I really want to do it on the other eye, but I also want to do another look. So we're going to do another look instead. And I'm going to go in with Rainier and put that all in my crease. I just want to use as many of the shades possible right now for you guys. So that's why I'm going to do this other look on this eye. But I so want to put this look on the other eye. I just, oh, it's so beautiful. The shade is so nice. These shades in this collection are super nice. And they don't smell weird like the other palette. My other Colourpop palette, I only have two. I have this one and the Hocus Pocus one. The Hocus Pocus one smells kind of weird. This one doesn't have that scent. I'm going to go in with Old Growth and just pop that on the outer, like the outer edge, and just use that to blend that out. just a little bit. Make it a little bit softer. And then I'm going to take a flat brush just to try this out. I'm going to go in with Puffball and see how that works all over the lid. Oh my gosh. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. I was not expecting that. Holy crap. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. That is so nice. Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna tap a little bit more on, just for a little bit more opacity. But dang, yeah, that's nice. That's so nice. I just wasn't expecting that. I was 100% expecting it to be not good. If I'm being honest, because shades like that usually don't show up like this on my skin tone. So I was just expecting it to be like all the other shades. So now I'm going to take Homegrown and I'm going to use that as a shadow liner. So I'm taking this angled brush and I'm just drawing that line across. Just want to see how this layers. And I love doing shadow liners, so I want to see how that works out. And that worked out pretty well. That looks really nice. I'm just going to bring that down on the lower lash as well, just to connect that so that it doesn't look super weird. Okay, I love that. And now I'm going to take the Super Shock shade in, I'm going to take the Super Shock shade in Campfire and just put a little bit of that right in the center of the lid. And actually, I'm going to take it all the way out. I lied. I'm putting it all on my lid. This is not as impactful as I thought it was going to be, but it's still really, really, really pretty. And definitely a lot softer than I was anticipating, but gorgeous nonetheless. And I know we totally lost that liner. Seems like it was pointless to do that, but that's okay. I'm gonna fix that in a second. Now I'm gonna go in with West Coast and just pop that right in the center. Oh, right in the center of my lid. That is so pretty. And then I'm gonna take my finger that had Campfire, the Super Shock, and just tap the edges of where I placed West Coast. Okay, love that. Now I'm gonna go back into Homegrown and reinforce my liner that rudely disappeared. Not rudely, it was my fault. And then bam, it's back. So now for the lower lash, I'm gonna take Homegrown again and just smudge that on the bottom. And then I'm gonna take Rainier and then blend that out, mostly focusing on the inner 3/4 and kind of leaving this area alone. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Love. I love so much. I'm gonna make that wing a little bit more prominent. And then I'm gonna go in with Marigold, which is the goldish liner. Oh, I'm super, super excited to use this. And I'm just gonna put that right in my waterline. I love that. I love that. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is cute. The look that I have in mind for the third one, super excited for that one. But let me go ahead and do the inner corner. For the inner corner, I'm going to take, I ended up putting Olympic for my inner corner, but I don't like that. So I'm gonna put West Coast over top of that for this eye. And then Evergreen on top of that for this eye. And then in Kristi fashion for this video, I'm going to take Evergreen and pop that on the center of the lower lash on this eye. I think that's super pretty. Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, I'm going to go put some lashes on and I will be right back to give you a close-up. Okay, so lashes are on. I definitely placed this one pretty weird, but it's fine. I'm going to take it right off. But here's a close-up of both of the looks. I love this one so freaking much. It is so pretty. Oh my gosh, I cannot. Also really like this eye. That campfire shade with West Coast is super freaking cute. Like, oh, this palette is amazing. So let's go ahead and try out one of the glosses really quick, and then I will take this off and we'll do the last look. So I line my lips with the Minted Lip Liner in the shade Night, and I'm gonna go in with the Lux Gloss in Glacier and just pop that. Actually, I'm gonna put it on my finger just so that I don't ruin the tube or the wand, and then I'll pop that on my lips. These are kind of hard to close, low-key. It smells nice. I don't know what exactly it smells like, but it smells good. I don't really see any of the sparkles that you see in the bottle, but that's okay. It makes my lips super glossy. It looks like it fills in the lip lines pretty good. I like this. I've never tried any of their Lux glosses, so this is a first for me. I think it feels really nice. It's not sticky to the lips, but it is sticky on your hands. So just keep that in mind. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off and we will be right back for the third look. All right, you guys, so here's the last look that we're going to be doing. I freaking love how this one turned out. So let me show you how I got this. I started with Chanterelle in my crease. I just really love this mustard yellow shade. It's just so gorgeous. There's a lot of kickback in the pan, just so you guys know, just in case that is an annoyance for you. And there's also some fallout, but that's probably just from me not like tapping off my brush, so I can't really fault the palette for that. And then I took a fluffy brush and went back in with Chanterelle and just blended that upwards towards my brow bone, just because I have the white shadow base there and I don't want it to just be white. And then I went in with a pencil brush, went into P&W, which is Pacific Northwest, and I started making like a little liner kind of shape, but mostly it's gonna go like right there. And I'm just taking a fluffy brush to blend that out after I have it kind of where I want it. And I'm just gonna point it out this way. I'm going back in with the pencil brush just to define this little V shape a little bit more. And then I'm going to use a small blending brush, go into Fiddlehead, and put that in my crease right below Chanterelle, and it's going to meet P&W. These are pretty much the same shades we use when recreating Kristi's look. They're just in a different placement, so this is good to show like you can come up with different looks, completely different looks with the same shades. It's just all about the placement. That looks so freaking pretty. Gosh, I love this palette so much. You guys don't even know. Like, this is bomb. And then just because it looks a little skippy right here, I'm gonna go back in with that blending brush that I was just using and put a little bit more of PNW right there, just to fill in that space so that it doesn't look like it's skipping. Then I'm gonna take this jumbo blender brush, it's kind of flat and kind of fluffy, and go into Emerald City and just pat that all on the rest of my lid. This shade and PNW look kind of similar when they're on my lid, but one is blue and one is not blue, but I can still kind of see a difference in person. Now that that's all over my lid, I'm gonna go back in with the Super Shock and Like a Moss. This shade is just so freaking pretty, and I'm gonna tap that on my eye, avoiding the outer third or fourth, however you want to specify that, and I'm just patting that on. This is a beautiful topper shade. Like, oh my gosh, it is so freaking pretty. I know I said earlier I was expecting these to be a little bit more impactful, but they're topper shades, so they don't really need to be that impactful. But it just gives it the prettiest freaking color. Oh my gosh. This is so gorgeous. And then I'm going to take a damp shader brush and go into West Coast and just put that on the rest of my lid. You could also use one of the Super Shock shadows to place as a base, but I didn't do that. Haha, that rhymed. But I didn't do that, so I'm just doing what I did the first time. But I feel like that would look super pretty. And then with the tip of the brush, I'm just gonna carve out this little area, my crease right here, and kind of just make it stop halfway right there. And then I'm gonna use my finger, go into West Coast, and then just pat that on to, I guess, set the wetness. And then I'm also gonna put that in my inner corner and a little bit on the lower lash, just because that's where it fell on the other eye, so I'm just matching the two. And then I'm gonna go back into Like a Moss, take just a little bit of that, and then tap the edges where it meets West Coast, just to better help the gradient. Gosh, this is such a beautiful combination. And then for my lower lash, I'm gonna take a mix of Emerald City and PNW and just run that along the entire lower lash. And then I'm gonna take a clean little flat brush, it's super tiny, and I'm gonna go into Like a Moss, and I'm gonna kind of dig in there because it's really soft. So I'm gonna do it on a corner, and then I'm just gonna place that right on top of West Coast on the lower lash, just right there. And then I'm gonna bring it a little bit through. Oh my gosh, I freaking love this look so much. So I'm gonna go put on my lashes and I will be right back. I forgot I also used Spare Time again in my waterline. So let me just do that real quick. And now I'm gonna go ahead and put on my lashes and I will be right back. So here's the close-up of the third look all done. I freaking love this one so much. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Like, these tones, these shades, Kristi really hit it out of the park with this one. I I'm going to be using this a lot. You will be seeing this palette in a lot of future random tutorials, like, for sure. I love it so, so, so much. So let's go ahead and test out the last lip gloss and wrap this up. So first I'm going to line my lips with my Colourpop liner in BFF3. It's brown just like the other one, but it's a little bit lighter, a little bit more chill. And then I'm going to take the gloss and put that on my finger so that I don't ruin the wand, and then just pump that on my lips. Everything I said about the other gloss stands for this one. Has the same smell. It's also pretty hard to put back in. Like, you really gotta be fighting the thickness of the gloss. She thick, but it's super, super pretty. I mean, this was basically like a clear gloss for me too. So let me gather my thoughts and I will let you guys know what I think about this collection. So I somehow managed to get foundation on my shirt, so I had to change, but let me just go ahead and give you guys my final thoughts on this collection. This collection is a banger. She's really that chick. That's it. That's the review. Everything in here was so, so good. The palette is bomb. The shadows blend amazingly. They layer on top of each other amazingly. The Super Shock shades are so freaking pretty. Like, they're really good topper shades. They are really, really good topper shades. The lip glosses, they're pretty good. They're lip glosses. I don't really have too much to say about that. They don't feel sticky on the lips, but they are definitely sticky on your hand. Like, it'll stick to your mask or anything. So I wouldn't wear this underneath a mask. I wouldn't wear any lip gloss underneath a mask. I wouldn't wear any lip products underneath the mask, if I'm being honest. The gel liners are so freaking good. Like, everything in this collection is so good. But they are super creamy. They just go on like butter. They are not irritating in any way, shape, or form. Everything in this collection is so freaking beautiful. You can come up with some amazing, gorgeous, beautiful looks with this palette. So if you're thinking about getting it, when they restock on December 11th, I would absolutely do it. I 100,000% recommend every single item in this collection. It's really, really good. So that is it for me today. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Let me know which of the two looks that I came up with that you like the most. This one is definitely my favorite. I feel like it's going to be everyone's favorite, but I just wanted to play around with some of the other shades. I will definitely be doing more videos with this palette, so stay tuned for those. And thank you all so, so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope that this was helpful, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!